The Old Red is now available on console and PC to the public, and I definitely recommend getting your hands on it and checking it out. Welcome back to SnowRunner, and it's time to dive into this brand new mod from the IX team, and we're gonna see what it can do, what it's capable of, what you can actually do with it if you send it into the mud, and of course, the bridge jump. So what is the Old Red? Well, when you fire it up, you're gonna realize very quickly that it's not powered by a normal engine. Oh no, this is turbine powered. Let's fire it up. You can hear it spinning up, and it's a very weird sound to hear coming out of a truck in SnowRunner, but nevertheless, if you know the history behind this truck, the fact that it's here in the game is so incredibly cool. And for those of you on consoles, especially older consoles that are concerned about the amount of space a mod takes up, you'll be happy to know that this mod is literally only 20 megabytes, and I'm not even kidding you on that. It is only 20 megabytes, so it won't get in the way of installing or running other mods really at all. So now let's go ahead and head into the garage, and then we'll check out some of the features of it, and then we'll head back out of the garage, and I'll show you one of its coolest features. Now, customization-wise, you have the turbine engine, the tuned turbine engine, and the OP tuned turbine engine. I think you guys all know which one we're going to pick. Yes. Now, whoa, wait a second. What was the price on that? Was that over $100,000? Hold on. Whoa. I'm gonna need to, actually go back and look at whether or not that was over $100,000. Holy crap. Now, gearbox-wise, we have balanced, high range, off-road, and the OP iX tuned transmission, once again coming in at $100,000. Now, you may think that that's a little overpriced for a transmission, and I would normally agree with you. However, this basically provides a total overpowered experience, and if you want access to this, you probably already have the money mod, so go for it. Now, suspension. This is the only suspension you get. Now, tires-wise, you have the Old Red OG stock tires, but you can actually switch these out to a couple of different variants and a couple of different compounds. This one, for example, is the exact same look, but all the parameters are different. On-road, excellent. Off-road, excellent. Mud, excellent. Ice, excellent. I think we'll go with those for now. And it is interesting how the more effective these parts are, the more the creator Puppy Master has raised the price. So let's see. Oh, some OP iX tuned mud tires. Those are really, really cool. But I think, like I said before, since they're all the same size and I want to kind of keep it in that old school look and feel, I'm going to actually go with the overpowered tuned standard tire setup. Now, winch-wise, we're doing the console-friendly offline, and wheels-wise, you have OG wheels, and that is it. Now, I really like the standard red. I mean, obviously, it's even called Old Red, so it kind of makes sense to stick with that color, but if you wanted to change it up, you do have actually quite a few options available to do just that. And this list of colors keeps going on and on and on, and I think he's just got just about every base covered in terms of color combinations. So let's actually throw beans on the dash-ish. It's not quite the dash. The dash is kind of like a dashboard island sitting right there. But when you leave the garage in this thing, you'll notice that the trailer is already attached. And that's because there is another trailer that goes behind this truck. Now, this trailer is permanently mated to the tractor, so you can't necessarily remove this particular trailer. However, you can add another one to it for just $1. And this adds insufficient space? Are you kidding me? Bruh. Where? Show me where. Show me where this insufficient space is, huh? Yeah? Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna go a different direction then. I guess we're gonna do it through the dev menu, huh? That's weird. Normally it wouldn't be, normally it wouldn't freak out about that, but who knows? Alright, where is my trailer? There it is. Oh, okay. So, it might have had an issue because of the fact that it's actually a little bit longer than the game claims in the trailer store. But in this configuration, I believe the truck has a cargo carrying capacity of 10 units, which is an absolutely massive amount. So let's fully load this thing and then see what happens when we take it out into the wild. Let's go back, parking brake on, and I think we'll load it down with... I'm thinking cement will do. Trailer fully loaded. Truck fully loaded. Everything fully loaded. And this is all fully loaded while the truck is in the OP configuration on both engine and gearbox. Now, you can tell that that cargo is definitely weighing us down. It's definitely pulling us back and creating some opposite inertia when we're trying to actually leave the garage. So this is going to be a real test of this thing's actual pulling capabilities. Make your way out of the... Come on. I'm like, make your way out of the garage area. God. All right. Let's go ahead and make a right. The interesting thing is having a double articulated trailer like that definitely, like, it makes you think differently. It makes you think about where you drive, it makes you think about how you drive, and it makes you think about how you plan out your routes. It's definitely a different dynamic, especially if you plan on using this thing in the campaign mode. Now, when you're in the OP configuration, I mean, look at this. We're fully loaded down with cement, and I've got it in high, and I'm not letting up, and it's still going. And this is also a overpowered tune on the highway tires. So if you're looking for a vanilla experience out of this truck, I definitely would not recommend using this engine and transmission. Obviously, you can tailor it to really give you whatever experience you want, whether you want a, you know, super over-the-top hauler, or if you want a, let's say, a more vanilla-friendly experience, you really can tailor this truck to exactly what you want. So that's one of my personal favorite things about the way it drives, and the way it also lets you genuinely design the experience you want to have. Now, the mud is going to be interesting. I'm not so sure how it's going to do out here. Straight into high. Wow, that's impressive for a highway tire, albeit a slightly, like, weirdly tuned highway tire, but we're not going to think about that. First mud lane, not a problem. Let's see if the second one swamps it in high. It hasn't really looked like it's going to get swamped yet, but... Oh! Is it swamped? No, as long as you put it in low, you're A-okay. There you go. Yep, once you get the bumper out of the ground, that was really the only issue. The bumper was just buried. Come on, let's turn you around. That is very weird, though, like, looking at one trailer and then also looking back at the opposite trailer. Are you actually, like, stuck here? Bruh. I was made aware that these tires were, like, the best of their kind with, like, totally overpowered coating. And I was inclined to believe them until I encountered this instance. Let's try and adjust our position here, see if we can get it to dig its way out. It's almost out. I say almost. Almost. Come on. Tried to throw some power at it, but it's actually still scraping the bumper. That bumper is very upset with us. Very upset with us. It gets to that one last bit that it needs to climb, and then it's like, nope, we're not going any further. Yeah, we're not going any further after that. All right, we're going to have to find an alternate route out of here, and I'm not so sure the truck is going to be very happy about that, because it's probably going to require a little bit more digging with the front end, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to cross that bridge when I get to it, hence the bridge jump. Wink, wink. But I'm almost... See, it's like it gets almost all the way out, and then it just stops. It's just like, nope, we're done there. Okay, all right, I see how it is. I see how it is. Well, I guess you're going to need a little persuasion, aren't you? Just a little bit. Now, when it comes to persuasion, the 2017 L400 is just about as persuasive as they come. So now that we're completely out of there and have nothing to worry about, let's swap back into the old red and head over to the dips obstacle. Once again, fully loaded down with cargo. Cement in particular. God, I love the way this thing looks, though. Like, can you imagine seeing this with the double trailer setup coming around a corner? Like, if you didn't realize someone in multiplayer had this setup and they just popped up around the corner, you'd be like, excuse me? What the heck is that? All right, easy does it. Let's go ahead and enter from this side. This is gonna be bad. Let's go. It was not designed for this, and I've got to make sure I remind myself of that, because it really... Well, you know what's funny is, even though it wasn't designed for this, it's already gotten farther than I thought it was going to get. Come on. Dude, we haven't even been trying to angle it. I've just literally been going, like, straight on through. Straight on through. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude, oh my god. Come on. Is that one of the trailers that's hung up? I think it's one of the trailers. I'm pretty sure that's one of the trailers that's just gotten to a point where it can't really hold it anymore. Come on. There we go. I had to winch myself kind of up onto that edge a little bit just to kind of move the truck around. But, like, now I have to back up, and, oh, this has created a whole interesting set of new circumstances, hasn't it? And I think it's also in large part due to the fact that I have it fully loaded down with cement. Like, and I mean fully loaded down with cement. So, are you pulling straight from the cab again? Oh, we finally got unhooked. I don't know what we were hooked on, but we finally got unhooked. Really, hoping that I can keep that winch action going, because I feel like if I don't keep that winch action going, I am gonna be in big trouble. There we go. We're out, and now that we're on, like, solid ground, we should be able to actually continue our momentum with relative ease, especially when compared to what it was earlier. So what will this thing do off the bridge jump, you might ask? Well, considering the fact that we're fully loaded with cement in both of those trailers, we're going to have a whole heck of a lot of momentum coming down that hill. And I mean a lot. Let's check in on Beans real quick. How you doing in there, bud? He's good. He's fine. He's good to go. I do love the fact that there's, like, legit working gauges in here. I also love how much glass there is on the interior. Like, there is so much visibility in here. It is wild. Making my way up. I was kind of worried that we were going to tip there. I'm not even going to, like... Not even gonna remotely sugarcoat that. I was genuinely worried we were gonna tip. I was like, this is where it ends. This is where the test ends. Why? Because, well, it sure looks like it. All right, Beans, you ready for this adventure down the bridge? I sure as heck am. If I can get the truck to go the way I need it to go, I will be. Come on, bruh. Come on. All right, stick with it. Stick with it. 6th. 7th. Stay in it. Where's 8th? There's 8th right before the launch. I love how it did that fully loaded and it only got 10 units of engine damage. Like, that's literally it. It's like, yeah, we're fine. Don't you even worry about us. Send it all you want. We'll be a-okay. Like, you send it and worry about us later. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, at the end of the day, would I recommend getting this thing? Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. And especially, I mean, with the fact that it's only gonna take up 20 megabytes, I mean, bro, that is literally the absolute, I mean, bargain of the century, pretty much, if you're talking about, you know, even if you're trying to keep, like, a close eye on how much memory you're using, I mean, 20 megabytes is nothing for a mod that does this much. And I really do mean that does this much, because this thing does a lot. Now, if you're new around here, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this truck in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later, and I hope you guys enjoyed.